Hello everyone, welcome back.
You should have eyed those toilets. Stand by for Titanfall.
Stop trying so hard to be a hero. You'll live longer.
Woo! Now we're talking!
My luck, this place is gonna turn itself inside out.
Or upside down, considering the circumstances. Trust me.
Throw.
Tales tell of a time, many years ago, when a man left a dev company with the intentions of creating a direct competitor to Call of Duty. Tales tell of a world in which humanity made it to the stars. Tales tell of a place and time where the battlefield is dominated by soldiers moving with speed and lethality never seen before. Tales tell of a pilot and his bond with his machine. This tale is like none other. This tale is Titanfall. Quick aside before we begin, this channel is currently just a hobby of mine, as you can see by the absolutely abyssal upload schedule, but I'd love to turn it into something greater. If you enjoy what I do here, find it funny, or enjoy watching me get bodied at every turn in the stories I enjoy, be sure to subscribe and maybe hit those notifications, as you'll have no clue when I upload next otherwise. If you like how I tell stories, maybe check out my book. Give more on that later. As per the usual on this channel, let us begin with the story of this world. I began my journey in training with my mentor, a militia pilot by the name of Typhon.
Power cycle the Simpos last time.
We were fighting against the Interstellar Manufacturing Corporation, a megacorp who had been ruining planets on the frontier and stealing our resources for as long as I could remember. The militia and I were in the business of pushing them back to the core world so that they would finally leave us to our own devices. Lastimosa showed me the ropes as I ventured through a VR-simulated gauntlet he had crafted for me.
Inspired by my home planet of Harmony. This is where I grew up. This is what we're fighting for, Cooper. A world that's not metal and smoke. The freedom to live in peace and prosperity.
My time wasn't the best. I hadn't played this game since I had an Xbox One, and I wasn't used to the mouse and keyboard controls. I would like to say that changed, but you'll see me fumble a lot in this video. Before long, I was being shoved into a drop pod as the fleet disintegrated around me. Apparently, they hadn't expected resistance to be so strong on Typhon, but now we were in the thick of it. I almost got stepped on by a Titan. That was no fun, but Lastimosa showed up in his and beat the snot out of a couple of Apex Predators. Oh no. Before pulling me aside and injecting what I can only assume is 965 grams of military-grade methamphetamines into my right leg.
Hostile Titans inbound. Apex Predators.
Copy that, BT. Mercenaries. Stay down, Cooper. BT, let's go.
I watched my mentor get his chassis beat by our Titans, then blacked out. I woke to a legally distinct Thanator chewing on my leg. Suddenly, Lastimosa's Titan fired on the creature, killing it, and nearly killing me in an instant. As I approached, I watched the hatch open.
BT, transfer authorization to new pilot. Link, Bravo Tango 7274. Cooper, take my Titan. Use my helmet and my jump kit. This is the real thing. Take care of him.
Lastimosa buried, I put on his old helmet and began my new journey. Objective 1, find the Titan a couple new batteries. Whoa! I got you, bud.
Power at 2/3. Data core reinitialized. Ocular system online. You may call me BT.
BT. Got it.
My systems are rebooting, but a third battery will accelerate the process. I will remain here. Pilot, I advise against turning yourself over to the IMC. Voice pattern analysis indicates they are lying.
Don't worry, BT. I'm not going anywhere.
Understood, but I do recommend you move. Pilot, your suit has an emergency cloaking ability. This can help you survive dangerous situations.
Oh yeah, I know, I've used it multiple times already. Got the second battery.
Pilot, our location has been compromised.
The batteries acquired and the Titan fully functional, I boarded the cockpit and had the 3 protocols recited to me.
Protocol 1. Link to pilot. Establishing neural link. Neural link established. Rifleman Jack Cooper, you are now confirmed as acting pilot of BT-7274. Protocol 2. Uphold the mission. Our orders are to resume Special Operation 217. Rendezvous with Major Anderson of the SRS. I'm detecting incoming enemy forces. Protocol 3. Protect the pilot.
Something about them stood out to me, and I wondered why. Moving forward, we found ourselves in some sort of toxic waste plant. This must be where all the gamer subs is made, I thought as some guy calling himself Kane rudely interrupted us with some useless dribble about how he was going to kill us with a rock or something. I'm not his brother, I don't know why he wanted to do that. Apparently when others enter my home, it's hospitality and, sir, you invited me here. But I break into one toxic waste processing plant and it's all, why are you in here? And sir, stop drinking all the liquids, you're going to poison yourself.
And that's why you're dead.
Once we'd taken care of the crazed stimulant addict, BT decided to take us on a shortcut through enemy territory to avoid some rather difficult terrain. We fought our way into what appeared to be a factory, but the moment I got separated from BT for 5 seconds to go activate a lift, he went and got himself picked up by a crane. I ended up following him through a massive mega factory producing homes in droves. They were really putting the manufacturing and Interstellar Manufacturing Corporation down here, but despite that, I had the impression they weren't building these homes for average people. Maybe for their soldiers, but given how prone they were to blowing up our homes, I doubted they were in the market to replace them. I was right. Apparently, they were just building giant sim domes to play pilots versus pilots in.
Loading scenario 127 in dynamic simulation dome 314.
Now, we shall see how impressive you truly are.
Pilot, your heart rate is accelerating. Are
You could say that.
Your heart rate is exceeding 170 beats per minute. If possible, you should find a place to rest.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Pilot to Titan video feed reestablished. Cooper, the houses contain weapon caches. I saw them being loaded on the assembly line.
I'm sure IMC will find deployed a few more units. I admire your perseverance, but it's time to end this.
Beating up the Reapers she sent after me, I finally fought my way to Ash. But before we beat the snot out of some poor synthetic woman who just wanted to build Lincoln Logs in her basement,
Blisk has put a high price on your head, pilot. Dead or alive, that makes you worth something to me.
I want to do a quick plug. Hi everyone, you know me as Invictus, the blue suit red helmet guy, schizo rambling to you from behind this foam ODST helmet I made for a con 4 years ago. But behind the helmet, I'm JF Shields, a fantasy author who is currently working on a series titled Dragonblade. This is a 5-part adventure epic about Delmirev Shadin, a Drakeborn man who finds a young boy being hunted by the forces of the Black Domain. In his attempts to protect the boy, he meets new allies and enemies alike, takes on trials, faces monsters and men and elves and dragons, all while the Prince of the Black Domain reignites the old flames of the millennia past War of Dominion. This story has only its first book finished, but I'm working on book 2 as we speak, and the second edition of Blade, Dragonblade Book 1, will be releasing very soon. Go check it out through the Amazon link in the description, and give the second edition a go when it releases, as it contains a lot of extra content, including the concept art I created for the story, as well as a dictionary of the Draconic language. Once again, you can find Blade on Amazon through the link in the description, and now, back to the story.
Enemy Titan down.
Man, we just explored a mega factory building homes just to be used for sim combat. This factory was constantly changing shape and putting me into situations where I had to use the environment around me to move and to take on the enemy in different, more creative ways. I wonder what they're going to change up this next level to keep the game interesting going forward. We finally arrived at our objective.
Pilot, Major Anderson is here. Investigate this facility.
BT and I explored the area and discovered that Anderson, the pilot who we were supposed to rendezvous with, had died in some sort of testing facility due to his wrist-mounted time navigation device, which catastrophically failed on him.
BT, I found Anderson. He's, in the ceiling.
Objective complete. We have rendezvoused with Major Anderson.
Very funny.
My intention was not humor.
Naturally, I took the device for myself because it clearly would work perfectly fine for me with no clipping into the walls or floor or ceiling or anything else. Right? This was an extremely fun mission. I stormed through the facility, constantly moving between past and present to avoid obstacles, traverse the terrain, and body every enemy in sight, whether it be through severing their spine, punching them really hard, stealing their side armor, or kneeing them in the face. And when I reunited with BT, we fought through the enemy Titans as well before I managed to get the fold weapon online, and BT?
BT?
By the way, I tried really hard to take this part seriously, but the sheer stupidity of every single soldier's face was too hilarious not to share. We needed to get the info about the fold weapon to the rest of the fleet, so me and my big metal friend made our way to a comms beacon to do so. The Marines had gotten trapped inside, besieged by a bunch of stalkers, so we took care of that issue. They needed a new arc tool, so I took care of that issue.
Well done, pilot. You have acquired the arc tool. Return to the control room. We are ready to jumpstart the system.
And the comms beacon needed realigning, so I took care of that
Reorient
issue.
itself once the new module is installed.
Got you.
Once we got back to the Marines, we were found by Richter.
Care to have a real fight? Let's see what you got up close and personal. Oder willst du weglaufen, ihr kleiner Junge?
We took care of that issue, too. We then talked to Briggs, who permanently assigned me as BT's pilot. Like she had a choice in the matter, as though she wasn't in a situation where she'd stand about as much of a chance as the first guy of the 100 to fight that gorilla.
You're lucky our backs are up against the wall, BT. Permission granted. That's high praise coming from a machine, Cooper. Thanks to your scan data of the Ark, we've tracked its energy signature to an IMC base right here on Typhon. We don't have much time. Let's go.
Listen up. The IMC have developed a fold weapon. It has the power to destroy entire worlds, but without its power source, the Ark, it is inoperable. Your mission is to capture the Ark before it can leave the airbase. Marauder Corps, weapons hot! Stand by for Titanfall!
Unless we take out those cannons, we're not getting any closer to that ship. This is Commander Briggs. Go weapon free! All militia forces, move in on the Draconis. Don't let them get away. Get to that ramp.
Bliss, this is Sloan. The Ark is headed your way. I'll let Viper take it from here. See you soon.
Get to a ship. We're going after him. This is Commander Briggs. We have to recover the Ark. The IMC are taking it to the fold weapon on board the Draconis. All ships, flank speed. We have to hit them hard and fast. Briggs out.
We pursued in ships only to find that, well, say it with me, folks,
Enemy squad
couldn't be that simple. He had arrived.
What the hell is that? Anyone got a clear visual?
Airborne bogey acquired.
Visual clear. I've got this tone. Viper's on station. Your journey ends here, pilot. The skies belong to me. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. You hear that ringing in your ears, son? Bandits hit. Moving in for the kill.
The battery required.
Viper 1 lost control. I'm losing control. Going down. Mayday, mayday, going down.
Commander Briggs, this is BT-7274. Viper is down.
Copy that. Board the Draconis and secure the Ark. We'll prep for transfer.
Cooper, ready for fastball. Recommend you disembark.
We had beaten him.
Adjusting for wind resistance.
Now, BT could finally toss me over to the Draconis, and I could... Oh no!
I've lost the hatch. Need cover, need cover.
Cooper, aim for the cockpit.
BT, you okay?
Left arm severed. However, I am still operational. This ship is rapidly losing altitude. It is up to us, Cooper.
BT was injured, but at least we've made it. We retrieved the Ark, only for...
Get the Ark out of here!
Negative. We are trapped.
What are you doing?
Protocol 3. I will not lose another pilot. Brace for impact.
Lisk, your problems are not my concern. Once you have delivered the Ark as per your contract, your payment will be transferred by the IMC.
Just have my money ready. I'll get you your precious cargo, you useless nav. Oi, Titan! You're gonna open up and give me what I want.
Voice command. Not recognized.
Let me just rip it out again.
Can't risk it. The Ark's unstable.
Listen, hero. You have what's mine, and I want it back. Go on. Tell your Titan to open up.
Well,
BT, open that hatch when this guy's dead.
Still trying to be a hero, eh? I have a lot of dodge riding on this contract, my friend. So tell your Titan, if he doesn't open up, I will shoot you in the head.
Pilot in jeopardy. Ocular systems. Marginal. Cannot visually acquire pilot.
Stand him up. Do you see him now? Right here, right here. Yeah? You see him now?
Functions compromised by severe crash damage.
I don't care how broken you are. I know deep down, some things still work in there. Now open up, or I'm going to shoot your pilot in the head. You still remember numbers, don't you? I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Nah, that wasn't so hard, was it? That's the problem with teams. If you don't win together, you die together.
Nice try, love. Say goodnight.
Alright, get the Ark out of here! We're running out of time!
Oh, and Bliss is arrived. Okay.
Cooper,
Be in every game?
over here. Cooper, I can no longer uphold the mission. But you still can. Take the seer kit. It is your best chance for survival.
BT was gone. I had the seer kit and the smart pistol, but my ally, my Titan, my friend, he was gone. I fought through the enemy without saying a word to Briggs in response. I just wanted revenge for what the enemy took from me. For all of 15 seconds.
Stand by for Titanfall.
Hello, Jack.
New chassis, same Titan?
Old paint, same data core. BT-7274 good to go. It is time to complete our mission.
BT was back with an upgraded body, and is that a minigun? Only one thing stood in our way.
Who said anything about salvage? I'll do this one for free. Went out running late, the cops have held my back.
Immediately. Disruption of electromechanical units, including Titans, will disappear.
Enemy Titan.
Cooper, get the Ark out of there before it launches. Hurry!
Fold weapon priming sequence complete. Deploying the Ark.
The damages from the Ark had hindered us greatly. Blisk arrived and talked to me about how he wasn't going to kill me, but I couldn't kill him either, no matter how hard I mashed the W key in an attempt to crush him and prevent Apex from happening.
Yeah, you earned this, eh?
Listen, that Vanguard-class Titan is still in there.
Not my problem, Marta. Should have put it in my contract. I've got other people with money to see.
What are you doing? What do you think you are doing?
Finally, BT and I climbed into the fold weapons deployment cannon. We were doing this together. No leaving this time.
We can blow it up. I'm sending you coordinates for a dropship rendezvous.
Coordinates received. We'll be there, but I don't see how you can.
Trust me, I have looked and done the math.
Don't worry, BT. I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry, BT. I'm not going anywhere.
Copy that, pilot. Protocol 3. Protect the pilot.
BT, what are you doing?
Trust me.
BT!
BT made one last sacrifice to get me out. I ran to the dropship and watched as the planet exploded behind me, and that was it.
Pilot Cooper. A lot of people owe their lives to you. And to BT. Barker, set a course for Harmony. Take us home.
You got it.
This game is one of the best I've ever played, but with the firings at Respawn, I doubt we'll ever see a third. It is a gem hiding among the loose coal of modern gaming. The story may be simple, but it was never trying to tell a massive space opera like Halo or Mass Effect. It was simply telling the story of a bond between man and machine and the friendship formed with our old boy BT. Maybe one day we'll see more. One can only hope. But until then, well, I guess I'll have to follow another story. And this next one is going to be the biggest yet. Is he just leaving? Apology accepted. I might have done the same with the roles reversed.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
A hat? Anyone?
So, very old chaplain.